Morning everyone, thanks for joining us and welcome back. Today's video will be kind of interesting, hopefully. If you like it, leave a comment below. If not, leave a comment below, no problems. Before we get into today's video, we're going to do a little intro for you, and then we'll get right into it. Good afternoon, everybody. We are in an awesome campground today. It's in Cochiti Lake, New Mexico. Of course, Cochiti Lake is the main feature here. The campground is a Army Corps of Engineers / NPS campground. We're in an older section. There's no water, just 50 amp service. So you have to bring in your own water. So we just ran our 3-stage filter and put 54 gallons of water in our tank. There is a central dump station. The sites are really tight. They're doable, but they're pretty tight to get into. The view we have is absolutely amazing. We're on a plateau, so we have an awesome view of the mountains, the valley, the lake. It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best spots we've been into so far. And of course, if you're a NPS pass holder, seasonal, I guess, or we're a senior lifetime member, you get 50% off of the site. So, $50 for 5 nights is awesome. You can't beat it. So I'll show you the campground real quick, or the site anyway, and here we go. So yeah, it's a tight fit. There's barely enough room for a 32-footer and a truck parked on an angle. It's not bad. The view is absolutely amazing. Fortunately, we had two 50 amp cords because it was just a little shy of the pedestal. And of course, the back end of the trailer is overhanging, which is kind of sketchy. But yeah, you can see the rear stabilizers are maxed out. But the view, I mean, you can't beat the view. Look at that, there's the lake. Way out there. Yeah, it doesn't quite go. The lake is all in there. It's a huge recreational area. A lot of boaters, kayaks, seasonal paddle boats. But it's super nice. And there's nothing here but mountains. The campsites are spread apart, so you have plenty of privacy. The layout of the campground is very confusing. There's 3 different sections. They have little pet names for them. The road is maybe 6 feet wide, if you're lucky. So it's really tight driving in here. But there it is, in a nutshell. It's freaking awesome. This place is absolutely amazing. The views are fantastic. I get a nice breeze up here. Of course, it's New Mexico, so it's pretty dry. But can't beat the views. I think we're maybe an hour from a couple of national monuments we're going to go to. So we'll go check that out tomorrow. Oh, there it is. Lake Cochiti Campground in New Mexico. Boat ramp and boat rigging. So we've seen a lot of people with sailboats parked over to the right, getting their boats ready to go. See a lot of bass boats in here, a lot of just regular old speed boats, probably tubing or whatever they do, some kayaking. Haven't seen any swimming areas, but looks like mostly sailing. And it's a good sized lake.
Cochiti.
Yeah, Cochiti. Cochiti. I don't know.
Cochiti Lake.
Yeah, I can figure it out. I can spell it for you. That's about it.
Cochiti.
Cochiti, New Mexico. Here's the rigging area for the sailboats. It's a big old dirt parking lot. This is a popular lake. A lot of people come down here. It's non-stop traffic until the place shuts down around 7 o'clock, I believe. So there's the boat launch. Looks a lot bigger than what it really is. We've got a bunch of sailboats, some kayakers, a couple motorboats out there, a fishing boat. Looks like way over there, along that ridge, is a picnic area. There's probably some barbecue grills out there. I'm not sure if there's a swimming area or not. It's a possibility. Well, that's the lake. Man-made, it's pretty good size. Probably some good fishing in here too. Definitely a lot of sailing. I think there's a local yacht club or sailing club that has a ton of sailboats in the parking lot. Looks like they have groups of people that come down here either learn how to sail or that's where they store their boats. Well, yeah, the lake is nice. The backdrop is amazing. And that's it. Cochiti Lake. So it's a recreational area, campground, picnic area, some hiking. It's got everything. Here's the main building where the camp host is supposed to be. Haven't seen him in 4 days like we've been here. Haven't seen a ranger in 4 days either, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe they're just part-time. Here's some rates. If you have an annual pass or a lifetime pass, you get it for 50% of what you see. This is a pretty good deal. Campground's clean, it's quiet, it's wide open. So if you have Starlink, fantastic. T-Mobile's kind of weak, it's not too bad, but doable. So there's 3 sections of campground here. They have their little pet names. One of them is Juniper, which is where we are. There's Elk Run. There's Buffalo Grove and Ringtail Cat. I'm not sure what Ringtail Cat is. There's quite a few sites here. Looks like 80 total. There's some space in between them. It's pretty decent. Price is right. Like I said, it's nice and quiet. There's 3 bathhouses. They're building a 3rd one in the upper section, the highest point, which is Juniper Loop. That's where we are. The road system here, navigating around the park, is a little confusing, but it's all one way. It's pretty well marked. Looks like 2 dump stations, one here at the beginning, and there's one up top. I believe that's the only 2 I've seen. Bathhouses are pretty decent. If nobody's in there, we'll get a quick peek so you can see what they look like. So here's the bathhouse. You can see there's plenty of parking. We're gonna go see if we can get a peek inside. Hopefully nobody's in there. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. They get used a lot, but they're not broken down. Let's see. Yeah, nobody's here. They're pretty clean. Shower areas, not bad. It is what it is. Yeah, they do maintain them. A couple stops. Yeah, there's Elk Run entrance. Yeah, we're not going to record all of these campsites because they're all exactly the same. And up this road is Buffalo Grove Loop. And above that is Juniper, which is where we are. Like I said, everything's marked, roads are marked really good. It's all one way, most of it anyway. Tell you what, it's nice here, but it's hot. There's no trees for shade.
But it's dry.
Yeah, it's bone dry here in New Mexico. It's not like the East Coast. If this was on the East Coast, it'd be 95 degrees and 200% humidity. It'd be horrible. But 95 is still 95. Site 58. This is the road you take to get up to Juniper Loop. Now, if you get a 40-footer, look at how tight this is. It's almost a 90-degree turn. I don't know how they expect people to do that. We have a 32, and I looked at that and said, no way. That would have taken out the bushes. So we just came up a different direction, which is the wrong direction, but whatever. We got in here no problem. That's a tight corner. And this takes you to Juniper Loop. It's the highest point in this campground, and as far as I'm concerned, it has the best views. It's really nice, 360-degree views. So the inner sites, as you can see here, they have water and electric. The outer sites, they have just electric, no water. So if you want to sacrifice a water hookup for fantastic views, this is the way to go. If you don't care about the views, we'd rather have the water, and obviously go for the inner loop. This is site number 4. There's a pull through. There's a couple of these up here. And dumpsters everywhere. There's no reason to leave trash laying around. Currently there's no bathhouse in the upper loop, or Juniper Loop they call it. They are in the process of building one. So it looks like it's going to be a few months. Looks like they got the electric and maybe some water up there, but no building. So they're working on it. Site number 7 is a drive-through. Site number 9. There's a drive-through. This is the entrance to the new bathhouse whenever they build it. So they got the water and the electric hooked up, but unfortunately no building. Site 12, the back end. 13 is a drive-through. 14 is the back end. Look, you got a little shelter over your picnic table. No fire pits up here. Fires aren't allowed, which is fine, I guess. Site 16, the back end, kind of small. Maybe a 15-footer in there. '18. I don't see the water hookup on this one. No, this one doesn't have water. So I guess not all the inner sites have water. Oh yeah, I see it. It's way up there. You're gonna need a good 100 feet of garden hose to make that connection. Yeah, see the water way up there? That's why they tell you to bring a 100 foot of hose.
Oh,
That's,
yeah. Oh, is this the place?
yeah,
Huh.
that's far.
Huh.
That's site, what is that? Site 19. Yeah. 100 feet of hose. But like I said, the outer loop is a lot better. Really don't need water. Well, that's it. That is Juniper Loop, the highest loop in the campground. Sites are beautiful on the outside ring. Inside, the views are not as good, but you do have water. So that's it. If you see us on the road, say hi. Happy camping. Thanks for joining us.